Krishna, welcome everyone. we'll proceed for the next program. That's lecture, right? Yes, lecture 2.
Hare Krishna. So we'll start with short Kirtan and then we'll discuss today's topic. Can I have Kirtan? One Kirtan? So we'll start with a small Kirtan called as Jai Radha Madhav. So you can repeat after me. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So I would like to thank you all for and welcome you all for today's class and Sunday Love Feast program. So today we will be discussing on the topic of Pitru Paksha. Is anyone here who know about Pitru Paksha? What is Pitru Paksha? Do you all know Pitru Paksha? No? Shraddh, you know Shraddh? Okay, do you know about these 15 days which are currently going on? No? Okay. Do you know about Navratris which are coming? Dashera? Okay. Kartik? Okay. Before that, we are observing these 15 days. So, we'll discuss about this time. What does it mean and the significance, and what we should try to do and what we should not try to do, or what we should avoid doing during this time. So, I'll start with the name, like the Shraddh. What does Shraddh means? And then we'll move forward. So today in this class we will discuss about Pitru Paksha, Shraddh, why we do this, and how does it matter to us, and we'll make it a bit interactive. Maybe in the middle of the class I can ask some questions like what all you understand. If you don't understand anything, you can ask as well in the end. So when Lord Nrsimhadev, maybe we all know Nrsimhadev. So if you want to see, Nrsimhadev's picture is there. So Lord Nrsimhadev, which is Lord himself, Krishna himself, in the form of half lion and half man. When he came to protect his devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, from his father, Hiranyakashipu, after killing Hiranyakashipu, Lord Nrsimhadev instructed Prahlad Maharaj to do something for his father. So I'll just read from Srimad Bhagavatam what Lord Nrsimhadev said to Prahlad Maharaj to do for his father, and then we'll move forward. Actually, we don't have Srimad Bhagavatam 7th Canto book here, so if you would like to open on Veda base, you can search Srimad Bhagavatam 7th Canto 10th chapter, if anyone would like to open. So I'll read and you can listen. So Narasimhadev is saying, Kuru tvam pret krityani pitu utasya sarvashah mad anga sparshene nanga lokan yasyati suprajah. These are the words. This is the verse spoken by Narasimhadev to Prahlad Maharaj. 7.10.22. So what does it mean? I'll just read the translation. What Narasimhadev is saying to Prahlad Maharaj. Because Hiranyakashipu was killed by Narasimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj is there. But because Hiranyakashipu was the father of Prahlad Maharaj, so there should be some duties of a son towards his father who is no more. So Narasimhadev is telling Prahlad Maharaj about his duties. So I'll read. My dear child, your father has already been purified. Can we lower the echo? Hare Krishna. I think this is better. Is it better? So I'll read the translation again. So Narasimhadev is saying, my dear child, your father has already been purified. Why he has been purified? Anyone knows?
He was killed by the hands of the Lord Krishna.
Yes. Because? Yes, he was killed by Lord Narasimhadev himself. And Lord Narasimhadev was Lord himself. He incarnated himself in the form of Narasimhadev just to protect his devotee and kill Hiranyakashipu. So he was purified just by touch of my body at the time of his death. At the time of his death, because Narasimhadev was killing him, he was touched by Lord, so he was already purified. Nonetheless, the duty of a son is to perform the Shraddh, ritualistic ceremony after his father's death, so that his father may be promoted to a planetary system where he may become a good citizen and devotee. So as we understand that we are not this body, right? We are soul residing in this body. If somebody gets headache, what does they say? Do they say, I am paining, or I had a paining? What they say? My head is paining. Okay. If somebody's car gets some problem, what does they say? My car got some issue. My car broke down. So the same way, my stomach is paining. My eye is paining. So what does that mean? It means I am someone maybe owning this body, inside this body. Like I'm saying my body is paining. So who am I then? Then I'm residing inside this body, right? As a soul. So if soul is residing inside the body, and when soul leaves this body, the soul gets some other body, or some other planet, or maybe this planet, or in some other creature. Anyway, we don't know. So soul travels from one body to another body. So same way, Narasimhadev is saying, you should do this Shraddh or ritualistic activity because your father is no more. By doing this, maybe your father will be promoted to a higher planet where he may become a good citizen and a good devotee. By doing this, that means those souls who are not in this planet now, but they were connected with us through the body, when we do something for them, they get benefit. The same way we say, like if somebody becomes devotee, their 21 generations get liberated. We say like that, right? If someone become pure devotee, their 21 generation get liberated. 7 previous, 7 upcoming, and 7 from other side. So 21 generation get liberated. Liberated wherever they were stuck, they will be liberated from there, and then maybe they will become devotee again, and then they can have a chance to go back home, back to Godhead. They don't go to back home, back to Godhead like Vaikuntha, but they will get liberated from wherever they are bound if someone become devotee. So that's why Narasimhadev is saying maybe they can be a devotee if you will do like that. So if there is an activity which is prescribed by Lord himself to his pure devotee, that means we all should also do. But who should do it? The person whose immediate ancestors are no more. Like if somebody's father is no more and other ancestors are no more, they should do. If somebody's father is there, then it's their father's duty to do that activity. And what are these activities? Why we do and how does it function? We will read further. We will discuss it further. So now maybe you understood why we are discussing about Shraddh and Pitru Paksha. Because it is being prescribed by Lord himself. So if anything is prescribed by Lord to his pure devotee, we should also observe, we should also do. So even in this regard, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, although Hiranyakashipu was already purified, as we already read, he had to take birth on a higher planetary system to become a devotee again. Like one has to be a devotee to become liberated from all these worlds and go back home to Vaikuntha, like to Krishna. So that's why he prescribed this ritualistic activity, ritualistic ceremony as a matter of etiquette. This is a etiquette from our side for our ancestors, because they were the ones by whom we came into this world and our existence is there. So we are indebted to them. So we have to do that. So now we will understand, like we have to do this Shraddh, and Shraddh means the activity done with Shraddha. Shraddha means devotion. So any activity done with devotion for our ancestors is called as Shraddh. And why this particular point of time? Why this time? Like during this 15 days. So as most of us maybe are working here in Ireland, right? So when we are working, we all get 1 hour of break. Maybe during our studies as well, we get 1 hour of break, right? We get 1 hour of break. For what? For lunch. During the work, we should have the lunch. The same way, this 15 days are the lunch time of the ones who are in the Pitralok. So there are different planetary systems. Out of those different planetary systems, there is a one planetary system called as Pitralok, in which all those souls reside whose decisions are pending. So here we have different courts, right? Different courts. High court, Supreme Court, this court, that court. And there are so many cases are pending. Why? When there is a dispute, people file case. And then case goes on for some time, for years or maybe many years. The same way, when in Yamlok, when a soul goes to Yamaraj, if there is a gap between the decision of a soul, whether they will go to higher planet, lower planet, or this bird, this species or that species, during that course of time, they reside in Pitralok. So that's some intermediate place in which they reside. So when the soul reside there, they get the food during the lunchtime, but given by their like descendants, their descendants. So as per the Vedic calculations, our 1 year equals to 1 day of Devatas. So this Yamlok or the Pitralok, there as well, their 1 day is our 1 year. So if their 1 day is 1 year, so 4 months is 8 hours. 4 months is 8 hours. So if we divide like that way, 15 days comes as 1 hour. Sometimes we think this Vedic knowledge or Shastras, they are mythological. In India or somewhere, they say like this, right? Mythological stories. But this is not myth. This is not myth. Actually, if we really read scriptures, we will understand how does it really functions. See, we are getting 1 hour break. They are also getting 1 hour break. All things are coming from spiritual planets only. So the same way, 4 months considered as 8 hours for them. Maybe many of us knows, like from nearby July to nearby October, like 4 months, we don't do such marriages and some auspicious things because we say they are the sleeping time for devatas. Anyone knows this? So these are the calculations, right? Vedic calculation, and it really makes sense when we really read it, when we understand it really makes sense. So the same way, when they are there, during their one day, our 1 year passes, and during that one day, they get honor for the lunch. And when somebody do this Shraddh ceremony or offer something for their ancestors, they get benefit there. Now we can think, how does it really sound like they will get benefit there? How is it possible? We can think like that, right? How is it possible? If we would have said, like 20 years back to someone, like if we will just enter anyone's mobile number and send 100 euros, they will get 100 euros in India in terms of rupees. Will they believe? Would they have been believed in like early 1990s or 2000s? They would have, what you are saying. How somebody can receive just in seconds, just by sending online payment. What is online? Now we are believing. Like time is going, technologies are coming. The same way this is spiritual technology. What is the technology? When we offer something here, it goes there. And how it goes there? So there's a planet which is called as Pitru Lok. The owner of the planet, or the one who rules or look after that planet, is called as the person or the demigod called as Arima. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says to Arjuna, in Pitras, I am the Arima, the god of Pitras. If Krishna is expanding himself in the form of Arima, he is saying like that. So Arima have their like army in the form of crows. So that's why in India, maybe you know, in Pitru Paksha, we offer some food to crows. So we believe if crow will eat here, they will get there. It's their bank transfer, DBT. So maybe crow bank transfer, CBT. So the same way, if we offer things here, they will get there. And what will happen if somebody will not give something for Pitras? Then Pitras will curse. Oh, why I give birth to my child? He is not giving me food now. I am hungry here. And then they have to suffer there. And then they will curse. You should face this. You should face that. You have to be there. I would not have been given birth to you. Why? So all this happen. So sometimes even when we become devotee, we think, now we are chanting, we don't require to do because we are chanting. But this is not totally correct, because we just read even Narasimhadev is prescribing to do these activities for our ancestors for their benefit. So we should perform. The same way, if we are chanting, we became devotee. We are following 4 regulative principles. We are doing everything for Krishna. We are following the path of dharma. Now you are going out and driving wrong side, not following like rules. Do you need to suffer or you need not to suffer? You need to suffer. Why?
Not following the
Rules of comment. No, but this place belongs to Krishna. The thing is, everything belongs to Krishna. We belongs to Krishna. All souls belongs to Krishna. But when we are residing here, He made some arrangement. Some laws of nature, some laws of area, law of land. So we have to follow that. The same way, there are laws of nature. We have to follow. We can do a very small thing to do for our ancestors. So, to understand this, how any soul reaches Pitralok, if you all are agreed, I can recite the story of the journey of a soul from death to the point of Pitralok. Who all wants to listen this? What happened after death? Okay. So I'll just share the story from Garud Puran. Garud Puran, there are 18 Puranas written by Vedavyas. Out of that, one is Garud Puran. Basically, Garud Puran is the conversation, most of the thing is conversation between Lord Vishnu and Garud Dev. Who is Garud Dev? Garud Dev is the carrier of Lord Vishnu. So he's the is the one of the top devotees of Lord Vishnu, right? So it's a conversation between them. So as per Garud Puran, so when somebody, let's say someone dies and leaves the body, Yamdut come. Who is the Yamdut? Yamdut are the army men of Yamaraj. Yamaraj is the god of the death. We can say god of death. Okay, in easy terms. So Yamdutas are their soldiers. They come and then they just take out the soul from the body and they take with them. And there's a journey from this planet to the Yamlok, the other planet where they will get their results. What will gonna happen? Where will they go? So what happens? There's a story of one devotee in Rajasthan. I heard in one lecture. One devotee wanted to go to one wedding which was happening in their village in Rajasthan, and he was a devotee, so he was writing some scriptures or some religious books, and immediately he saw someone standing in the corner. So he was looking very ferocious, like, because Yamdutas looks very dangerous, their hair, even in Garud Puran it is mentioned like how Yamdutas look like. Their hairs are like this, like spikes, and their eyes are red. They look very dark and very short and very cruel looking, like teeth are big. So this is the look which is described in Garud Puran. So he sees one person is standing in the corner, and because he was he didn't get frightened, but he got up. He's like, who is standing there? He asked, who are you? He said, I'm Yamdut. So he said, but you look like someone I know. He said, yes, I was here. I was learning some scriptures from you. But then why did you come to me now? He asked, like, why you are here? And how did you become Yamdut if you are saying you were studying here in the same village? How did you become Yamdut? He said, you know what? How someone can become Yamdut? He says, because I was always coming, getting birth and getting death and birth, death, and always going to Yamaraj. Because I was not doing any pious activity. I was just going, and then said, oh, you are always coming? Okay, now you know how things function here. Can you become our army man? So they just recruited him. They also recruit like that. So it's our choice if we want to get recruited in Yamaraj's army or Lord Vishnu's army as Vishnu Dut, or the devotee of Krishna. So who wants to be Yamdut? No one. Great army, they also do very, very nice work. Okay, we should avoid like this. So he became like that. So he said, why you are here? He said, I just came here to pick up someone because somebody is getting died. Who is getting died? Well, the groom who is getting married today. He is getting died. So I just came, but I just thought I have few minutes. So I just beg for forgiveness to you because I was thinking always bad for you. That's why I became Yamdut. Said, okay, no problem. I forgive you. Said, okay. He went there, and then immediately they listened what happened. The groom followed from the horse, because in the wedding, the groom goes in the horse. In some part of India, it happens like that. The barat, the procession. And horse put his feet on groom's chest, and groom died immediately. So what happens when somebody dies? So this story I just told you how to become Yamdut, just to share. So there's that kind of uncertainty is we have regarding death. So now I'll come back to what is the journey of someone after the death. So let's say this example, this person just died. So Yamdut never take only one single soul. okay, somebody's died here, they will take him today. What they do, they collect people for few days and then in batches they take souls. So what happens is for 10 to 11 days, the soul, they just take out the soul and leave that here, there only, at the same place. And the soul just moves around at the same place, the same house, their house. And seeing like people are crying for him or her, and like people are saying, oh, why he went. He's saying, no, I'm here. Soul says like, but soul, nobody can listen to soul. After 10 days, that's why for 10 to 11 days, people consider their house as inauspicious, like inauspicious. And after doing some rituals, after 10, 11 days or 13 days, then house get purified, and then they cook prasad, and they distribute prasad, distribute food. So that's why for 10, 11 days, people doesn't do anything in that house, because that house becomes inauspicious, because soul still there roaming around. So after 10 days, when Yamdutas come back and they make the batches, they tie each soul's their hands, and they take soul with them. So after then their journey to Yamlok starts, and their journey takes around 11 months of our time. 11 months. So as per their calculation, it takes less than 1 day, but in our calculation, it takes 11 to 12 months. That's why after first anniversary, even on first death anniversary, people perform some rituals. So during those 11 months, they have to reach several stations or destinations. That's why during 11 months, people perform several activities for the person who dies. They do some Ganga Snan, they do something. So by that way, they attain some benefits during that journey. That soul gets benefit. Even people do Pindadan. Pindadan means they make balls of rice and some black sesame seeds and some water and some other things, and they make 10 pindas. By that pinds, the soul gets the body to travel, the other body. So sometimes, someone just get birth with one hand or one leg or some problems, some issues. Maybe you have heard of people says maybe, or some astrologer says he has Pitru dosh, right? So how does it comes Pitru dosh to a person who has just born? So it comes from previous births. Like maybe their descendants did give proper rites, proper ceremonies. Maybe they haven't given proper pindan, that's why they haven't got proper bodies for next birth. So during that 11 months, they travel 88,000 yojan. It's a calculation of Vedic mathematics. 88,000 yojan. 1 yojan is 12 kilometers. So if we calculate, we can find out 88,000 into 12. So this is the distance between this planet to Yamalo, and between that they have 16 stoppages. That's why there are around 15 to 16 ceremonies during 11 months. Small ceremonies of person who dies after he dies. So if you want to listen, I can just read what are these 16 stations. It is called as Yamyalok, Sauripur, Nagendra Bhavan, Gandharv Lok, Shalyagram, Kronchpur, Kaurpur. So they are the stations in which like they just stop for a while, and if their descendants offered something for them, they get there some food, some water, some some body, something, so they get, and then so on, like 16 stoppages like that. So every month they do some shraddh. So every month at some stoppage they get some food to eat. So now if someone wants to do something for their ancestor, they have to make out 4 portions. 4 portions. 1 for the soul, 3 for Yamdut. Because if we only give for soul, then Yamdut thinks, okay, your descendants are so selfish, they are giving for you. So again they have to suffer. So sometimes people think, I don't believe in all such, but we have to follow the principles established by him. So and then so on, somehow they reach, the soul reaches the Yamlok, and then Yamaraj, Chitragupt, and then they decide what to happen. If someone did good activities, pious activities, they go to Swarglok first, and they get warm welcome in Swarglok, and they spend their time there, whatsoever time frame they got, and then they come back here in this planet. If somebody did wrong, they have to go Narklok. They have to go hell, right? They have to bear all that as well, which they have done wrong. They have to face that. But some whose results are pending, during the time whose results are pending, or maybe there is a conflict, maybe they are saying no, I have done this good activities, less bad or something, they also have courts. So during that time they just go to Pitralok, the intermediate level, concourse level. So sometimes when we go in some airport or metros, they have concourse level, neither on top, they have to go either top or either on the lower floor. The same way they reside in Pitralok. So during that time, for that time we do this Shraddha, or during that Pitru Paksha we offer something for them. So and their time frame and our time dimensions, both time dimensions are different. That's why our time goes slow and theirs goes fast. So that's why 1 day and 1 year. So this 15 days has been considered for them. So now we can think how we can do, like what we should do. Like let's say if someone's like in someone's family they do some other way, they do some other way, they do some other way. We can do any way, but we have to do something for them because we are obliged to do something for them. So I will explain why we do. So sometimes the best way to do for our ancestors is to offer prasad, offer bhog, offer prasad for them. First we should cook something which they like. We should offer to Krishna, make it prasad, and then offer for our ancestors. How we can offer? We can offer one portion for crows, one portion for cows, one portion for dogs. So if we feed them, they will get that. Up now here, we can't get that. We can't get cows, we can't get crows, or we can't feed dogs. Then what we can do? So we can maybe feed homeless people, we can feed needy people, we can feed other animals, or we can feed brahmanas, we can feed devotees, we can feed friends, but we should feed few people whom we know or we don't know, but we should feed some people in the name of our ancestors. By doing that, even if they are not in Pitralok, let's say their case is solved, they attained some body, let's say they became some animal, they became some human, they will attain that benefit there as well. They will attain. So why they will attain? They will get some food maybe in that life, maybe they will get something in their life. So that's why it is very important to do something for them. Why? Because we have to think for ourselves as well. If we will not follow the traditions and the rituals and the ceremonies, how we will pass on to next generations, and then how we will get for us. I will share one story. Sometimes we think all these rituals are in our religion, let's say Hinduism or Sanatan Dharma or Vaishnavism. What will happen about others? Those, let's say, in other religions, maybe they are not following all this. So what will happen to them? So even I want to relate this Pitru Paksha or 15 days or this Shraddha ceremony to Halloween. If somebody here who knows about Halloween, maybe you know about Halloween, right? Maybe you also know about Halloween. Yeah. So as far as I know, Halloween is the time when we believe like spirits, ghosts, they come out, right? They come out. And they observe 2nd November as All Souls Day as well, right? Even I don't know what is happening nowadays, but before, I think few years before, people like few generation back as well, people were keeping some food for ghosts and spirits outside their home. Am I correct? People were keeping some food and even praying for them during the All Souls Day. They go to church, they pray for them. So even in other culture, other religions, people observe similar kind of things, right? Because maybe like few thousand years back, our cultures were very same, and with the time it just happened with some differences. But they are also recommended to do something. So it's not like we are like sometimes we think why we do this, only our religion, what will happen? No, it is in other culture, other religions as well. So we should do. So I want to share one story. Maybe most of us know about Gita Press, Gorakhpur. There is a Gita Press, which they just completed 100 years, I think, recently, 100 or 150 years recently. Gita Press is one of the prominent printing press for spiritual and religious books in India, and it was established by Hanuman Prasad Poddar. He was very like from affluent family from Mumbai, and he established that because he thought there is a need of spiritual and Vedic books in India and whole world, so we should establish some printing press. So one day he was on Chowpatty in Mumbai Chowpatty. I heard this story in one class because he was from Mumbai. He was on Chowpatty beach and he was just chanting the name of Lord, He was just chanting and he was just on the beach. And he just see one person like it was Jewish, I think. In Goa, in Mumbai, there are several Jewish people. So there was one Jewish, what we can say,
Rabbi.
pastor.
Rabbi. In Jews they call rabbi.
Oh yeah, Jewish saint. We can say Jewish saint. He was in one Jewish saint dress. So he didn't realize that that's a spirit, that's a ghost, preta. We call that as pret. So the thing is, the pretas talk to you unless you will start talking to them. Even if you see, first we can't see them. Sometimes few people get that energy to see pretas or ghosts or spirits, but they will not talk to you till the time you start talking, because when we start talking, they get that energy and then they start talking. So he asked, like, who are you? Then why you are like standing there and like silently, what you want to do? So he said, now I can talk because you started talking. I was the saint in Jewish missionary, and I was died like few years back. Then why you are here? Are you not gone to there? So he said, because in Jewish tradition, what they do, they just leave the body at their cremation, I don't know, cremation ground or some ground. They're just like everyone have their own, all religions have their own grounds where they perform their cremations or last rites. So what in Jewish tradition, what they do, they just keep the body there. They just like put some milk and yogurt and things so that vultures and other birds can come and they'll eat the body. They think if we will do like that way, at least our body is useful for some other creatures. So they said, my last rites was done with Jewish tradition, but because I haven't got last rites as per the real tradition, I'm still here as a form of preta because I didn't get liberation from this world. Because I will only attain this liberation if somebody will do my shraddh. And shraddh can only be done in our culture. So people are not doing these days. So he says, okay, how can I believe you? That's a real story. Maybe you can Google it. He said, you can, okay, I'll tell you my house address and you can find out. So he told his house address in somewhere in Kolaba, somewhere. Kolaba. If somebody is from Mumbai, they can know. So Kolaba or somewhere in Mumbai, he told. And then he went there. He checked and there was a picture hanged with the garland, or something. Picture was there. And that our father was died. And he said, I saw something like that, and he's saying like this. He said, no, we don't believe in all such things. So Hanuman Prasad Podarji, he did, like he asked some of his, employee to go to Gaya. There's a place in India called as Gaya, in which people go there and do Pinddan and Shraddh ceremony and some ceremonies for their ancestors. And he requested his employee to go there and to do for him. But when he was talking to the spirit, he said, but how will I find out like you are liberated? He said, before I'll go back, I'll tell you. So after doing all this Shraddh ceremony at Gaya for him, he got liberation and he came back to Hanuman Prasad Podar and he told like, now I got liberation because you did the Shraddh. Now I am going because I got the body to get my results whatsoever I have done in this life. Because one cannot get the body unless the Pindan will be done for them. So Hanuman Prasad Podar asked, okay, if you are saying like that way, that means there are so many people here who are following different religions. So there will be so many Preta Atmas going on here, like maybe roaming around here, because they haven't got their last rites or Shraddh ceremony. They said, yes. You know how many Preta Atmas are around us? He said, how many? 10 times our population at least. So maybe there are few Preta Atmas here as well. So we don't know. So the thing is, what best we can do even for them is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. How? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Why? Because in Vedic scriptures it is mentioned, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, Kalo naste gatiranyatha. That means Hare Nam is the way to liberate. Hare Nam is the way. So we can chant for them. We can do offering for them, for all. That's why we do outside Kirtan, we do Hare Nam. So we should always do all such things. So even we see in our parampara, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the incarnation of Lord himself, Sri Radha Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. We can see here in the middle, like this, is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the incarnation of Radha Krishna together. So, Radha Krishna's form is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was here and doing his pastimes, he went to Gaya to do last rites, Shraddh ceremony for his ancestors, for his father. So if Lord is doing to show as an example for us, we should also do. So Harinam can liberate anyone, but we have to do some duties which are meant for this world. So that's what we should do. And even Lord Ram did Shraddh ceremony for his father. When Lord Ram got to know, when he was in forest, from Bharat and other family members, that King Dashrath is no more, then whatsoever first thing he did, he went to the river and he did Shraddh ceremony. He did that. So even Lord is doing. So we should do. With the time, what we do, we think being modern is to leave our culture. Being modern is not to leave our culture, but to flaunt our culture in modernized way. Anybody can say if I'm saying wrong. We should, if there is any scope of improvement, scope of changes, we can adapt those changes. But we should follow our culture, principles, our religious principles at least. Because if we really read, if we really understand Everything has science behind that. Just the way I told, if we would have discussed this like 50 years back, that we can send money online to India in seconds, but if we send in euros, they will get in rupees. We would have thought he's just joking. So the same way, we sometimes we don't understand the science behind scriptures, but we should have faith in them. So yeah, there are several ways. So even if someone can't do anything, they can offer at least water for their ancestors. Right? They can do water for their ancestors. And even if we chant Om Tat Sat, Om, we'll chant together Om Tat Sat. And Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That can also suffice as a Shraddha ceremony for our ancestors. So we can do whatsoever possible in our thing. But if somebody's parents are alive, their parents are liable, they have to do. If their parents are not doing, we can request our parents that we should do like that way, because we will get benefit. We are not getting any, bad result. We will only get something good. We are not getting any. Is there what do you think? Will we get any loss if we will do something for our ancestors? No, right? We are really obliged to them because they have given us the birth, and by giving us the birth, we are able to come to temple, right? We are only coming to temple because we are here in this world. So, when somebody gets birth, they have debt of many persons. Like they have debt of mother, they have debt of this earth, debt of devatas, debt of water. And out of that, there is one debt of pitras, like our ancestors. That's why we should also do that. So I have a few more things to say, but I think I'll stop here. If anyone has, I'll just share one more story, and then one more thing that what we should not do. I didn't cover this. One story is this: there was one lab technician. He was working in pathology lab. In some laboratories we have skeletons. We get some dead bodies, which are for studying purpose, research purpose. So he was working in that lab, but every day in the night, when sometimes he was alone, he was listening something like, please liberate me, please leave me. He was always listening, why I am getting this thought, why I'm hearing this, nobody's here. So one day in one dream, he saw like someone is saying to him, I am in your laboratory as a skeleton. Please liberate me. Please liberate me from there. So what he did when he in river, what do you say? Like when he put that skeleton in the river, not throw. Yeah. He offered like pravaha karna, flow. Maybe he offered in the river, river flow. So again, in the next day in the dream, he saw one lady, and she said, "Thanks for getting me liberated because I was there." So sometimes, they don't get liberation unless they all the rituals get performed. So also now in the end, I'll just share what all we should avoid during this time. I already said what we should do, but what we should not do. Maybe many of us know we should not do something new. We should not buy some new things. We should not do new agreements. We should not get married during this time. Right? We should not buy any property. No new agreements. We should avoid doing all such things. Buying new car, or we should, for planning, new planning. Let's plan something new in life. So we should avoid doing everything which is new. Why? Because we should focus on our ancestors. We should focus on them. we should focus doing, if not ancestors, do for Krishna and then offer for ancestors. They will be very happy. They will be pleased and they will give us boons, lots of boons, and then we will get something benefits. So everyone wants benefit, right? But what is the greatest benefit? The greatest benefit is to become liberated from this world as well. We don't want to. The greatest benefit is you or us not becoming a Pitra, so that we will be depending on them, our upcoming descendants. So how we can liberate it is again Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In the beginning of the class I said, if one becomes perfect devotee, if one becomes devotee, not only him, but 21 generations get liberated along with that person. Which are these 21 generations? Anyone would like to say? Repeat.
7 from the past, 7 from the future, and 7
from the mother side. Yeah. So that Harinam has that potency. Even when Parikshit Maharaj and Sugati Goswami, they were having the conversation of Srimad Bhagavatam, he said, like Parikshit Maharaj says, like, okay, Sugati Goswami ji, you said Kali-yuga will have so many problems, so many miseries, people will be selfish, people will be, indulging in all unnecessary things which are not related to dharma. They will be doing all bad things. Then what is the way they will get benefited? So Sukadeva Goswami says, Kali dosho nidhe rajan asti eko mahan guna kirtanadev krishnasya mukta sangha paramrajit. That this Kali-yuga is the yuga of miseries, problems, chaos, issues, fight, war. We are seeing all such things, right? Is anyone here who is not seeing all these things? So we are seeing all these. He already predicted, like we will be getting all this. But it is having one good quality, which is very easy. If people will come together and chant the names of Krishna, they will get liberated. And not only them, but 21 generation, right? We just said. So we should chant, we should pray that we always in the Krishna consciousness, and by this we can get benefit for ourselves and for our upcoming and our past generations as well. So sometimes few people get born during that time. So it is not a problem. Sometimes people think, okay, somebody is getting born in the time of this Pitru Paksha, what is, like, whether they are good or not. They are good, no problem, because getting birth is a Krishna's will, not our will. So whatsoever is in our control, we can do. Whatsoever is not in our control, we should not try to control that. Because for that, Krishna is it. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabho mata sarvam pravartate. I am controlling everything. I am the source of everything. Okay? So even Lord Brahma said, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Like the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Krishna, is the cause of all causes. So whatsoever happening in our life is by the grace of Krishna, but because of our karma. So we have to look and introspect our karmas, our doings, but everything will be happening because of Krishna. Okay, so we should try to engage more in Krishna service, more engage in devotional service. So sometimes people think, okay, whatsoever I said, everything is happening because of Krishna. Then why Krishna is doing bad to me and good to others, right? Everything is happening because of Krishna's will. Krishna is the source of energy, but it is happening because of our karma. The way, let's say, I want to raise my hand, this hand. Okay, but I need power to raise this hand, right? But before that power, I need will, that willingness to raise the hand. So the willingness is mine, but the power to raise this is Krishna's power or God's power. So the same way, we should look into our doings, our karma, and leave the results to Krishna. They will give us the results. But every energy, everything we are getting from Krishna himself. So if anyone has any question or suggestion, they are free. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, as you mentioned about the soul and
The journey of the soul.
yeah,
Hmm.
is there any description about the pious soul who goes with Narjan Duta by the Vishnu
Vishnu
Dutas?
Dutas. Hmm.
Any stages or anything that is described for them?
Mhm. Yes, I'll tell. So, yes, very nice question. Prabhuji is saying, we just discussed the journey of Yamdutas and the soul. But what is the journey of Vishnu Dutas? Because if someone is devotee, then Vishnu Dutas will come to take them to Vishnu Lok. But there's one condition. That soul has to be pure devotee 100%, not 99. Even if somebody is 99% devotee, they have to go with Yamdutas only. They will go to Yamdutas. Yamraj will not be like, the cruel personality. For them, Yamraj will be like devotee with Vaishnav Tilak. They will welcome. Oh Prabhuji, again you are here. Oh, why? Only 99% bhakti, 1% is remaining. You have to go again. Okay, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu, again I am giving you human form of life. Please do 1% more. This time 100%, okay? He said, okay, 100%. Then they have to do 100%. When they will reach 100%, then Vishnu Dutas will come. Otherwise, till 99.99999, Yamadutas will come. But they will get special attention. The same way, if someone wants to go to court, they can either go by walking, they can either go by car, they can either go by train, bus, or flight, or private jet. Understand, Prabhuji? So devotees who are surrendered to Krishna, who has done devotion, they will not perform this, 11 months and so many problems. Because while going for 11 months, I didn't describe totally. During that time course, they have to walk in that body which is transparent body. The body which they attain after death, just for this journey, that is transparent body. In that body which is made of the subtle elements, they feel the pain, but they don't get died. They feel the pain. The soul will feel the pain. The same way, in this body, we feel the pain, right? But if somebody will get more pain, the soul has to come out. Although the Yamadutas will not come there to take that soul, the soul will be there, like a ghost. That's why we read that all accidental death, at the time of accidental death, the person will not get liberation. We say like they are still here. Till the actual time, the Yamadutas will not come. So, the same way, for 11 months, the journey, they get transparent body in which they feel pain, they feel sufferings, they feel all this. But how the pain and sufferings? The Yamdutas beat them with hunters if they don't walk properly. Why? Because they have to walk on deserted land. That's the way we see desert, right? If there is a desert and very hot climate with hot sun, what is the temperature of sand? What do you think? 50, 80, 100 maybe. Boiling sand, So they have to walk on that. They are feeling pain, and Yamdutas are beating them. Walk, because we have to cover in 11 months only, this duration. And they will only get rest at all those 16 stoppages which I just mentioned. That's why when they reach one of those 16 stoppages, their water or some food. Which water and food? Which their descendants, their relatives offer for them. They get that online transaction there. Online. They have their ATM machine there. So in that automatic vending machines, Yamdutas take out whatsoever we have sent from here. So then they get. And if someone's relative don't send, then they curse that. Oh my dear, not my dear. You haven't sent anything for me. You will also face this. then you will understand. You know, that's why we should avoid all those pitra doshas. We should give something for them. It's very easy. Just offer prasad to Krishna and just say to Krishna, Krishna, I don't have cow here, I don't have crow here. Please, you accept. And then you can feed devotees. The best way, I suggest, for all of us who are here, every Thursday we are distributing. It's not because I want to promote our thing, it's just for giving you an option. Every Thursday we distribute food to homeless people here. That's called as Food for Life. We make khichdi and we distribute food. We just have one this on coming Thursday. Maybe you can donate for that. 1 kg of rice. It's not that much. Don't cook on your own. They will cook. Keith Prabhu. Keith is here. Oh, Keith is not here. I can share his number if somebody wants. Just donate maybe 5 euro, 2 euro, 10 euro, whatsoever you want. You know, because our parents maybe they are doing. But even if we should not do some ritualistic activity unless until our parents are here. But we can do something good for our ancestors, right? Without doing some ritualistic activity. We can distribute prasad for them. Good, right? They will feel happy. Because when we feed homeless people, poor people, those who are in need, our pitras will also get benefit and they will get liberation. And maybe they can be a devotee. So that's the thing. Okay, Prabhuji, did I answer your question? Yes, Prabhuji. You have some question?
Yeah. So, probably you were talking about like the heaven and the hell, right? So, is there any verse in the Gita or in the Shastras which talks about hell as being there? Because what I have learned is that so far that when the soul goes to either heaven or any Pitralok or anything, they will be there till all their merits and demerits are
over. Yeah.
And then they again come back to us
Correct.
and the cycle continues.
Correct.
Unless and until you do penance
Yes.
and achieve moksha.
Yes.
So is there any mention of like hell or is that
If you, I understood, Prabhu. So if any one of us wants to read more about hell or all this afterlife thing, they can read Garud Puran. In Garud Puran, it's a mentioning of all the hellish planets, because there are several different hellish planets in which soul goes to those planets as per their karma. So if you want to read more, in Bhagavad Gita, it's not a elaborated explanation of hellish planets. But if you want to read, you can read Garud Puran. Whatsoever I mentioned about the journey, it is from Garud Puran. Okay? So if anyone wants to do something, they can maybe do for Food for Life. It's just maybe 4 or 5 days remaining. 4 days. 4 days are remaining for this Pitru Paksha. We can do. And okay, and best is chanting. We should chant always 24/7. We can't do 24/7, but we can try. Yes, Prabhuji.
I want to discuss two separate things. The Christians, they bury the body. And if somebody commits suicide, therefore their soul is wandering. This is a true example of a friend of mine. He used to work until late at night in his garage. And the voices were telling him, it's time you should stop now. Go home. But he's a very good person. He's a friend of mine as well. So he committed suicide. So I explained to him that you don't have to worry. Your father is a friendly ghost. And when his time comes that he should die, then that ghost will not come back anymore.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Now from the Hindu aspect now, we cremate our body, right? And therefore the soul has no body to go to. And that's why we one of the reasons why we believe in cremation. And I was explaining that to him as well. So I told him, but about his father, I said, don't worry, he'll be fine.
Okay, yes. Why we do cremation is there is a reason, because we believe this our body is made up of 5 elements.
Yeah.
So we give back our body to all those 5 elements. That's the reason. Yeah. So sometimes this one last thing. Sometimes our ancestors comes in our dreams. Maybe any one of us have experienced this. and they ask for something, you know, if even if they don't ask for something, we just see them in the dreams sometimes, and sometimes they ask for something as well, that I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, so they come actually, because sometimes when they are in Pitralok, they get the power to come in the dreams, because they can enter our dreams, but not like face to face. They can enter subconsciously. So that's why sometimes they come in dreams and then they say that as well. But yeah, whether it's in anyone in any religion, the perfect time of their death is not there. If somebody has died accidentally or suicide or anything, they remain here and they wander here. Who is they? The soul, as a ghost. Yeah. Yeah.
If one has something like, I've just been diagnosed with bowel cancer, you know, now, should I leave up to Krishna, trying to get healthy food and stuff?
Sorry, I didn't understand the first word.
Sorry, I've just been diagnosed of my cancer tumor in my rectum. And should I,
I'm not able to understand. Prabhu, can you understand?
sorry, I've been diagnosed with bowel cancer.
Huh?
Diagnosed with
Okay, dialysis. Okay, yeah.
Diagnosed with cancer.
Diagnosed.
Yeah, cancer tumor in my bowel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've been to the hospital and everything, they want me to have what we call big pharma, sort of radiation chemo and stuff. I think it's isolating in the natural way and isolating God and Hare Krishna. But concentrate on having good food and
Mm-hmm.
nutrition
Mm-hmm.
that will, leave up to God and, sort of all the way. I feel like bringing the radiation and the chemo is like saying, it's sort of like almost a spiritual offence. It's to harm the body with something that's quite harmful. But rather than let
So
nature-
yeah, I understood your question.
Should I let nature exhaust if it's going to take me, it's going to take me.
Mhm. Yeah,
Is it sort of really wrong?
yeah. It's God's will. You are accepting as a God's will, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, see, whatsoever you are saying, you are correct. It's totally your decision what to do and what not to do, because it's your body. You want whatsoever the way you want. But the thing is, the best what you can do. You are taking care of your diet and things, everything.
Yeah.
You can chant. The best is leave everything on God. What you already did, but just add one thing. Which I can suggest. But the thing which I want to suggest is to chant the name, because we don't need money, we don't need any other thing to chant the name. If you want to chant the other names which you believe, you can chant that as well. But I would like to suggest Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. I would like to suggest this mantra. But even if you don't want to chant this, you can chant whatsoever name you would like. Let's say, if you are practicing Christianity, I don't know, but I'm just saying. If you want to chant Lord Jesus' name, let's say, if you believe in Him only, and if you don't want to chant Hare Krishna mantra, just believe in Him, chant His name, at least, because now you have left, you leave everything on Him, right? You are surrendering to Him. So best is to chant His name as well. So just add this as well, then leave everything on Him. He will do the best what He can do for us. He will do the best and rest everything. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Now we will move towards Aarti. Hare Krishna.
Sugati Achyut Prabhu ki
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. श्री श्री पंडित भगवान की जय, श्री श्री राधा गोविंद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे की बजायो। शिरोमणि शिव महाराज की जय बोलो शिव भगवान की जय Okay, so we'll just say the Mahaprasad prayers and then we'll move for Prasad downstairs.